until January, and in fact all the great officers of state are then subject to confirmation by Congress, so it's another few weeks thereafter. I think ours is too quick, and it's going to happen that way, but it's not good overall for good government stroke management.
It's also quite cruel, not just for David Cameron. Okay, he resigned, so he knew this was going to happen, although not quite at this speed. It's quite cruel on his family. He's got young children. I mean, you just wonder what's gone through their little minds, because they were all in the Commons to see him at Prime Minister's Questions at lunchtime today. But I wonder if certainly the youngest one, Florence, actually even realises that she's not going to be in her bed tonight.
I think that's a problem that any Prime Minister does face. You had the same with Gordon Brown in terms of his children. And in general, the press respect that the children of senior politicians are kept out of shot. But it does come as a bit of a shock, because obviously, as a father, you would normally advise your children, we're moving, you might have to change schools or whatever. In this case, we're moving, and it's going to be very, very quick.
What are you expecting from Theresa May?
I'm expecting, she's got the biggest issue is balancing the cabinet between Brexiteers and Remainers, along with her commitment apparently made that she's increasing the number of women in the cabinet. It's interesting, all the speculation has been that somebody like Philip Hammond might become Chancellor. If it wasn't Philip Hammond, there's a number of other options, all of whom are male. The suggestions about Foreign Secretary have all been male. So she's going to have to find, I would have thought, a senior officer of state to be filled by a female, and that's where you probably look at some of the cabinet secretaries of state who are not in the prime offices of state, but fairly senior, like Amber Rudd, Liz Truss, Nicky Morgan, and the like.
Robert, thank you very much indeed. That's Lord Hayward, former advisor to John Major, former Conservative MP there. Right, 0345 6060973. Several questions that I'm going to ask you during the course of the programme. The first of which is, what can Theresa May expect in her in-tray on her first day, her first evening as Prime Minister? Now, I suspect a lot of it will be taken up with making those cabinet appointments. We expect to get the names of the Foreign Secretary, the Home Secretary, the Chancellor, and indeed the new Secretary of State for Brexit. I'm sure they're not going to be called that, but there'll be some other title. But those are certainly the 4 appointments that we expect to get during the course of this evening. I suspect it will be after we go off the air, the campaign takes over, because Theresa May will have only just gone into Downing Street for the first time, we think shortly after 6 o'clock. Now, as we all know, these things can be a little later than planned. So let's take your calls. What can Theresa May expect in her in-tray on her first day as Prime Minister? And do you think that it is a cause for celebration that we have a new Prime Minister, or are you rather sad to see David Cameron go? I think anyone who saw Prime Minister's Questions or heard it at lunchtime will realise that we've lost a Prime Minister who was the absolute master of the House of Commons. I got a little bit emotional when I saw all of that, and I couldn't understand why I was, but apparently a lot of you did as well. A lot of other of you think that we're just being soft. You're probably right. This is LBC, I'm Ian Dale. It's 60 minutes past 4.
From the LBC Travel Centre. There are queues on the M25 going anti-clockwise still from junction 3 at the Swanley interchange around the Dartford Tunnel. It was after an accident. Also in Ottershaw, Chertsey Road's closed in both directions at the McLaren roundabout. Resurfacing work continues, is causing delays. And in the West End, the traffic lights still aren't phasing properly on Charing Cross Road. Heading north near Centre Point, that's slowing you down as well. Also, Southern trains continue to operate with an emergency revised timetable. That's due to a severe staff shortage. Keep your updates coming or travel here on LBC in 15 minutes.
LBC. Nick Ferrari at breakfast on LBC. A picture of posh kissing her has sparked a parenting debate.
I have 11-year-old son, and I always kiss him on the lips. He kisses me, and I still kiss my mum and dad on the lips. Nothing sexy. And it's worrying that these people actually even consider labelling this.
Secretary of Transport Passion Florian obviously have to talk about Southern, been beset by delays and cancellations. We are
that some people do get a little emotional. I can remember when Tony Blair went and there was a standing ovation in the House of Commons, and bear in mind that I'm not exactly a fan of Tony Blair. I actually thought that was quite an emotional occasion. You had a Prime Minister leaving office, really not because he wanted to, because Gordon Brown forced him out. And I think it was a little bit emotional for some people. We're going to talk to the former leader of the political party in a moment, and I'm sure there were plenty of people who were quite emotional when he announced that he was standing down for the first time and the second time. So I think people need to worry about showing emotions on a day like this. It's also that people don't like change. We are an innately conservative country, and I mean with a small c, not a big c, and people don't like change. They take a while to get used to change. After Margaret Thatcher, when she'd been in office for 11 years, people found it very difficult to adjust to the fact that she wasn't there anymore. Even some of her biggest enemies found that rather difficult. I remember about a year before she left office, my niece Emma said to me, she was about 4 or 5 at the time, "Uncle Ian, is it possible for a man to be Prime Minister?" Well, we soon found out that it was. And there will be people, if Theresa May is in office for 10 years, there will be little small children saying exactly the same, probably, when she leaves office. Let's talk to Nigel Farage, I'll have to get used to that, former leader of UKIP. Hello, Nigel.
Good afternoon.
Have you got used to that yet?
Just about, yes. I feel this enormous weight off my shoulders again. It's wonderful.
Now, let's talk about the next Prime Minister, Theresa May. What are you expecting from her?
Well, I'm obviously very disappointed that we have a Remainer as Prime Minister. You know, the referendum was the biggest democratic exercise in our history. And I would have expected somebody who